How are my friends at West Avenue Elementary today? Huh? All right? Listen, I cannot tell you how happy I am to have been invited back to do my Project Tornado program here today. This is going to be a good, quick, but very important session. And we've got a lot of neat things for you, a couple of surprises. So as Mr. Alexander, your very good principal, said, I want you all to try your best to remain focused and don't be a distraction to the person seated next to you, because I don't want anybody to miss the life-saving information that we are going to talk about and share today. Project Tornado was designed long ago when I was back in East Texas doing the weather, and it's been such a joy over the past 30 years for me to do this program. I've been doing it here in the Central Texas area for the past 25 years, so in many cases longer than your moms and dads have been alive. That's how old of a guy I am. But this program is designed to empower, to arm you with life-saving information. And today, boys and girls, I want you to pledge to me that you will become the leader for your family. And when you get home from school today, it is my hope that you will share the information that we talked about and make your family safe when it comes to thunderstorms and lightning and high winds and hail and tornadoes. Yeah. To help you, because we're gonna try to touch on a lot of different subjects about weather, and to help prepare you to be the teacher for your family today, I brought each one of you to keep one of my new Project Tornado booklets that you get to take home. Isn't that cool? This is the book. Many of you might have had one of these from one of my prior sessions, and that's good, because you can take your next copy and share it with someone who didn't ever see it. So this is the Project Tornado book, and it is just chock full of all kinds of cool stuff, including some really neat weather experiments that you can do in your free time, like how to make lightning in your mouth. It's in the book. You can learn how to make thunder in a soda can. It's in the book. Boys and girls, you can learn how to make icy cold frost, even on a blistering hot 100-degree West Avenue Elementary day. It's in the book. You can learn how to separate the glorious rays of the sun into a multitude of colors right before your very eyes and perform magic right on sight. Boys and girls, it's in the book. But most important of all, you can learn how to survive severe storms, tornadoes, hurricanes, lightning, high wind. Boys and girls, it's in the book. So when you get your copy today, I want you to promise me you'll take it home. Don't leave it on school property. Take it home, use it as a teaching resource so that your family can be as smart about weather safety as you are about to be. And this book has got some really cool stuff in it about storm chasing. Yes, it's got information and even a photograph of our vortex chasers, our team of chasers who go out and track down big storms and tornadoes. And you'll be able to read about that fascinating hobby that a lot of people love to do. Maybe someday you'll be a storm chaser. Lots of good information in here, so remember, keep this book handy because it's a great teaching resource. And if I could, at this time, ask for my teachers to come up here and count out the appropriate number of booklets for your individual classes, and hang on to them, teachers. And boys and girls, when you get back to where you're going, your teachers will give you these booklets at some point after our program is through. So teachers, thank y'all. make yourself at home. Take as many as you need, including those that are absent today. We want to make sure everybody gets a booklet. Okay, now, I'm going to take off the microphone here so I can kind of walk around. Boys and girls, there is nothing that sometimes causes more fear in people's hearts and minds than a strong to severe thunderstorm. They happen, we can't avoid them. They are a part of life here in Central Texas. And sometimes a thunderstorm can produce as much damage as a small tornado. And here recently, within the past couple of weeks, we actually had high winds to nearly 80 miles per hour that did a lot of damage. How many of you ever in the past few weeks drove down and saw some of the wind damage on Valley Mills Drive? There were some cars that were overturned by the strong winds and even some trucks out on Highway 84. That just goes to show you that you don't absolutely have to have a tornado to have bad weather. And thank you for your response. You may put your hands back down. Thunderstorms happen when the air outside, close to the ground, gets heated up by the sun. That air then becomes lighter than the air around it, and it rises up and it cools and it condenses into clouds. And that happens all the time. But sometimes when there are certain weather systems around, those rising, buoyant parcels of air can become what we call cumulonimbus clouds, thunderheads that rise up 50,000 feet into the air. And it's from those type of clouds that we have severe weather like high wind and hail and flooding rains. And it is from a cumulonimbus cloud that tornadoes are born. Cumulonimbus, 5 syllables. It's a big long word, but if you say it in syllables, you can actually go home and act like Mr. or Mrs. Smarty Britches and tell your family that you now know what a cumulonimbus cloud does. So say it with me. Cum-u-lo-nim-bus. Cum-u-lo-nim-bus. Cumulonimbus. Say it. All right, you got it. Now, not always do thunderstorms produce tornadoes, and that's a good thing. Many times we have, during especially the springtime of the year, storms that come blasting across the area, and sometimes they just come through with a lot of noise, thunder, a lot of lightning and wind and rain, and we never see a tornado from a cumulonimbus, not always. But when the recipe in the atmosphere is just right, those cumulonimbus clouds can start to rotate, and it is that rotating updraft within the thunderstorm that can and often does become a funnel cloud and then a tornado. Now, there's a distinct difference between the two, and I promise you every time we have thunderstorms around our area, I get phone calls in the Doppler 10 Forecast Center from people who say, I'm looking up in the sky and I'm seeing a tornado. I know it's a tornado. I can see it. And I have to help them to understand that if it's up in the sky, it's not a tornado. It's a funnel cloud. A funnel cloud is still attached to the storm, but it's not on the ground yet. When that funnel cloud strengthens and matures and reaches down and makes contact with the earth, it's not a funnel cloud anymore. It's a tornado. So, a funnel cloud is in the sky. A tornado is on the ground. Now you can teach your family another little bit of weather knowledge. Funnel clouds in the air, tornadoes on the ground. Now, it's very important for you to know what to do and to be able to do it quickly should a tornado warning be issued for our area. A tornado watch and a tornado warning are totally different things. Many times while you're watching television, you may see tornado watch up in the corner of the TV screen. And that means to do just what it sounds like. Tornado watch, to watch for the possibility of a tornado. But sometimes a tornado watch will come and go and we won't have any tornadoes. It just means that you need to watch and be ready to take action should a tornado warning be issued. A tornado warning means that a tornado or funnel cloud has been spotted by Doppler weather radar or by one of our trained storm spotters. And when that happens, the National Weather Service will issue a tornado warning. And that means that you've got to stop what you're doing and take a few steps. And I want you to go over with me these steps so that you'll be able to know, and then more importantly, pass these steps along to your family and come up with that household safety plan. Okay, first of all, if a severe storm happens, and especially if a tornado happens, the first step, step number one, remain calm. That's step number one. Remain calm. I can't hear you. Very good. That's step one. Remain calm. Don't freak out. A lot of people, when they hear that a tornado is on the ground, that a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued, they freak out and they do some very dumb things. Do you know what the first thing that most people do when they hear that a tornado warning has been issued for their area? The first thing they do is they run outside to look over the tree line to see if they can spot the tornado. Not a good thing to do. Not the first thing to do. Step one is to remain calm. That's step one. Because if you can remain calm, you can keep a steady head and not make mistakes. So staying calm is the step one. Step two is to get into a safe location. Get into a place in your home or apartment that offers you and your family the highest degree of safety. Because let me tell you something, tornadoes can cause a lot of damage. They are powerful windstorms. That's all a tornado is. It doesn't think. It doesn't decide on a particular neighborhood. It doesn't aim necessarily at mobile home parks. Tornadoes can happen on mountains and in valleys. They can happen in the middle of the afternoon. They can happen in the dead of night. So what you do in those precious moments before a tornado strikes can mean the difference between life and death for you and your family. Step one, remain calm. Step two, get into a safe location. Now, we've got to go over those real quickly, and I'll promise you that it's in your Project Tornado book, those 3 locations that we're going to talk about, because believe it or not, in your home or apartment, you do have 3 places that afford you and your family protection from a tornado. What's the worst thing that can happen to you and your family in a tornado? Well, let me tell you, most people think that the worst thing that can happen in a tornado is to be sucked up into it and carried off, maybe to the land of Oz or someplace like that. But in reality, boys and girls, nearly all of the injuries and deaths from these terrible twisters come from people who choose the wrong place to take cover. You have got to make sure you know 3 places inside your home that provide you some protection. The worst thing that can happen to you in a tornado is actually to be struck by flying objects and flying debris, airborne like missiles in the high winds of a storm or a tornado. So choosing the right place is what this program that I do in schools throughout Central Texas is all about. That's my goal today, is to give you those safe places. So let's go over them. We're going to start with the 3rd best place, not the best, but the 3rd best place inside your home or apartment when a severe storm or tornado warning is issued. You've got to use common sense. You've got to get into the most interior or central location in your home or apartment, and you've got to be on the lowest floor. Now, maybe some of you here live in 2-story apartments. If you do, let me just tell you real quick, when you get home today, you need to make sure you get clear knowledge to your mom and dad about how important it is to be on the lowest floor, because the higher up you are, the stronger the winds in the storm or tornado. So if you live upstairs in an apartment, your mom or dad probably needs to bake a cake or some cookies and take it downstairs to the people who live below you. and walk up very nicely. Your mom and dad knock on the door and say, "Hey, would you like some cake and cookies?" And they'll go, well, yeah. And that's when your mom and dad says, "Well, we'll give you the cake and the cookies if during a tornado or severe thunderstorm, we can come downstairs and hang out with you until the storm passes." Because the higher up you go, the higher the winds. So the first thing you got to think about is to remain calm. The second thing you got to think about is a place of safety. And we're going to start with place number 3 inside your home. And believe it or not, it's pretty simple. It's a no-brainer. It's the hallway. The hallway in your home leads off into bedrooms, bathrooms, and closets. Think about your hallway for a moment. It's in the middle of your apartment or home, and it has no window. Boy, y'all are smart. Where are my third graders? All right. I heard so many third graders answer correctly. Where are my fourth graders? Oh yeah, I heard some fourth graders say hallway. No windows. Where are the fifth graders? Yeah, all right, fifth grade. I heard you say no windows too. Give yourself a big hand. That's correct. Yeah. Okay, so hallway is the third best place because it's centrally located in your home or apartment and it has no windows. Okay, so that's the third best place. There is a place that's even better than your hallway. It is the second safest place, and it is a... Okay. How many would say that the second safest place is the garage? Sorry, that's not it. Who would say that the second safest place during a storm or a tornado is a closet? That's the second safest place. Give yourselves a hand. Yeah. Okay, real quick. Listen. Closets are good. Closets are good, but you have to make sure you pick the right closet. You can't pick just any closet in your home. Listen to me. Pay attention here. You've got to pick a closet that's close to the very middle of your home or apartment. So when you get home from school today, I want you to go on a survey of your home or apartment. Try to figure out which closet is close to the middle, because that closet puts a lot of walls between you and that storm. A closet is a good place, not only if you pick one close to the middle, but a closet is kind of like a hallway. In most homes, closets have no window, making it the second safest place. The number one safest place in your home. Okay. All right. Here we go. The number one safest place in your home is the attic. No, not the attic. Number one safest place is the laundry room. No, not the laundry room. The number one safest place is the bathroom. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's figure out why the bathroom is the safest place. Now, real quickly, put your hands down. Everyone sit real quietly, because I don't want you to miss this. Inside your bathroom, hidden away in the walls, are your best piece of protection. Inside the walls of your bathroom, hidden away, are pipes, plumbing that goes down through the bathroom walls, underground, and up into the sink in the bathtub. Those pipes in your bathroom walls do two things, boys and girls, to protect you and your family. First of all, the pipes, not always but very often, will help to hold the bathroom walls up when other walls fall from the high winds of a storm or a tornado. Second thing those pipes do, they can sometimes stop, slow down, or deflect flying objects that are hitting your home. The pipes can sometimes stop those flying objects from hitting you and your family, making the bathroom number one. So if a tornado or a severe thunderstorm warning is issued and you know that you are in the crosshairs of that storm, stop what you're doing and take step one, which is to remain. Step two is to get into a place of safety. The third best place in your home is the hallway. Hallways are centrally located. That's a good thing. Plus hallways, as you have been telling me, don't have windows, and you want to stay away from walls like these back here that have windows. That would make the hallway the safest of three, the third safest place of three. Second safest place is a closet. Closets are good, but you've got to pick one close to the middle. Closets are second because they are small and confined spaces, and like hallways, they have no windows. The number one place of safety is the... I can't hear you. Now, there are probably, Mr. Alexander, is Mr. Alexander still here? There you are. Do we have first and second graders in the building somewhere? Yes, sir. All right, boys and girls, now a little bit later, if a first or a second grader walks up to you and says, you know, we were in our classrooms at a little after 2 o'clock today, and we were doing all of the work that we normally do, and all of a sudden, a little after 2 o'clock, it sounded like about 175 children screaming, bathroom. I want you to tell those first and second graders that everybody in the third, fourth, and fifth grades are potty trained, that nobody had a problem. I want you to tell them that the reason they heard 175 some odd children screaming bathroom is because it is the number one place of safety if a tornado or severe storm is coming. So let's review what we have learned today. Boys and girls, it's so important for you to stay calm during severe weather. You have to be the calming force in your family. And today, when you get home from school, it is my hope that you'll carry this booklet home and go over the information in here and what you have learned today with your family, and be the calming force and the teacher to come up with a household safety plan. Make sure your family understands bathroom, closet, hallway. Bathroom, closet, hallway. Say that with me. Bathroom, closet, hallway. Now, let me see if I can ask for a volunteer to stand. First of all, everybody has to sit on your bottoms. I'm looking for a volunteer who is willing to come up here and be in the spotlight and remind all of our third, fourth, and fifth graders why the bathroom is the number one place inside your home or apartment during a severe thunderstorm. Let's see. Let me see. Mr. Alexander, would you mind calling on a student that you feel could probably stand up here and tell us what makes the bathroom the safest place in your home? Oh, he's looking. He's looking. He's looking. Oh. Oh. Hey. What's your name?
Marquette.
Marquette. Okay. You're on the spotlight now. The pressure's on. Why is the bathroom the safest place in the home during a tornado or storm?
Because the pipes can protect you or I can think of it.
You said it. You said it. Give her a hand. It's the pipes. Good job. Give me a high five right here. Good job. All right, have a seat. Okay, boys and girls, listen now. Good job. How many of you could have said the pipes? Yeah, good, good. That's what I want you to do today when you get home. All right, listen, listen. Listen. I need everybody's attention right here. We have come to the end of our time together. And let me tell you something. I have got a big surprise for you, if you'll get real quiet. If you all here in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade will be quiet, orderly, and on your very best behavior, and not make a peep from this point until I say goodbye, I will show your picture on television at 6 o'clock tonight. I will put you on TV tonight, and you will have your television career launched on Channel 10 at 6 o'clock tonight. Now, one other thing. Depending on behavior from this point on, and first of all, teachers, let me just say thank you for taking this time and letting me share this information. And let me also say thanks to my good buddies, Dale and Jesse. Mr. Dale and Mr. Jesse, give them a hands. Yeah. All right. Everyone have a seat. They are with Waco ISD TV. And you'll not only be on Channel 10 tonight, you'll not only be on Channel 10 tonight at 6 o'clock, but you'll also be on Waco ISD. Channel 10. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So, when you get home, be sure you tune in, because after the news starts and I get ready to do the weather, I'm going to brag on the brightest group of 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders in all of Central Texas. I'm going to talk about you tonight on the news, and I'm going to show pictures to let people in Central Texas know that the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grades at West Avenue Elementary are tops, #1 in Central Texas, and tornado and severe storm experts.